We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will take the field first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, Dave?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game.
There he goes. And game tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, running back gets to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Pirates racing to the line in a hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. The Pirates will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So NC State's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy, but he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. To the air, it's Bailey. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, NC State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. He'll pull it on the read. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Pirates with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Connor. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Pirates moving quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Pirates decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. At the 20, he's got space. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out,
Touchdown, Wolfpack! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Well, man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Lacey. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the...
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Makes the grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get outside. Across the 25, he's got room. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We'll send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Gets it to him on the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Second and goal for this up. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Air Force. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Pirates want to crank the tempo.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Connor. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're working that left side. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Makes the catch. It's Sampson. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. Wrestled out of bounds in the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. You got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are.
Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before we go.
Turning it on. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Connor. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Pirates want to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. Defense dropping into soft coverage. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Pirates will kick it off to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a man.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down is.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. NC State going up tempo. Gives it on the option. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And how about the simple run? Like, I believe in my guys. We're going to pound the rock. We're going to get the first down. Nice job by this offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Walton. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now,
There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. 1st and 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. He'll keep it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Firing toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall in the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, East Carolina. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
31, East Carolina, 17.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Gonna take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. NC State quick to the line. Trying to punch it in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, NC State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Makes the grab. It's Lacey. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw for it. He lofts one down the sideline. A strike downfield. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Let's it fly. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Bring in the heat. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Off-play action on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Hamilton. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Bill, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. On the move, it's Terrell. Past the first down marker and still running. It's a running room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Trying to find the end zone. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They're going to throw it on third and goal. He's going for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Pirates are in the hurry-up.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
East Carolina, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. defense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lacy. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Got a lot of room to the right. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Wolfpack. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by 11 to UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Got it in the middle. It's Lacy. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the heat. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Throws for the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll take a shot. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about